you lately out and about. You know, so the first question is, how are you?
I'm feeling good.
Because the last time I think people heard about you in the news was Kanye West was having a mental breakdown. So mentally, where are you?
I think I'm in a stronger place than I ever was after the breakdown, or I like to say the breakthrough.
What do you think caused the mental breakdown?
Fear, stress, being controlled, manipulation, like being a pawn in a chess piece of life, stressing things that create like validation that I didn't need to worry about as much. And you know, this is the concept of competition and being in competition with so many, you know, elements at one time. On a race against time, your age. Oh, yo, you getting old.
Richie.
Yeah, you just gonna let him do it too.
What do you want me to do about it?
To turn that shit off.
This song makes you want to just hug everybody in this world that's going through something.
Man,
Oh, that's nice.
That's real so
That's sweet.
thoughtful of you, but nah. Turn that
No.
shit off, man. No.
Anyway, so look, this is the D&D podcast.
We're back again.
This is your boy Vaughn.
You know who it is already. Not to play. This is Amir, and that is.
We have our special guest for today. We have Starr.
Hi.
So
She's nervous.
very nervous, right?
No.
This is like a table of excellence right now. It's black excellence right now.
But you're not black. All right. I'm gonna be quiet.
I'm gonna let that slide. Anyway, so look, this episode we're gonna talk to you about mental health. That's why Starr is brought to you. Well, this is why I reached out and asked Starr to be on the show, because Starr is pretty much like a therapist, so she's gonna be giving us help and advice on how we can have a better mental moving forward. So start off with Amir. Do you have any questions you'd like to ask Starr?
How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Did you drink a lot of water? Did you eat?
I ate and I drank a lot of water.
You want to dig deep into it. He didn't ask you about your day. Like,
I know, come on, Sammy.
Well, first and foremost, I was introducing her, and then you know what I'm saying, I'll let you take that
She is
lead.
our first female guest, and you just want to dig right deep
You
into it.
remind me of my dad when he did that. Like, my dad always talk with his hand, and every point he just bob his head, just
He has to make it clear.
feel it.
So you said you drank a lot of what?
Water.
I feel like you said something else.
I might have said tequila, but
Ew.
yeah.
Go on. I hear you. I'm just glad you're doing this.
Tequila is ready
Thank you.
to kill you.
Yeah.
Whatever y'all drinking over there.
Say that.
Why would
Blurt
you?
that out.
Why would you say that? That's bad.
We can blur that out.
Come on, man.
That's what it is, though.
It's-
Because after the first drink, you're going to think somebody just really roofied
Find
you.
another analogy.
Yeah, your mental is not right now, sir.
It's okay.
Let's discuss that.
That's why we have an engineer for that. He's going to burp all this out.
I hope so. Or we gonna fire your ass.
I mean, his tag is on it. so he got to. He ain't gonna hit the laugh button for that.
Right.
We got it.
All right, so let's dig deep into it, man. What we talking about?
I mean, we're talking about mental health.
All right, so I'm finna talk about my umbrella. So this is what I'm finna
You're back with
produce
this
to y'all.
umbrella.
This is what I'm finna produce to y'all, right? If we got a topic, this is an umbrella. This is my imaginary umbrella, right? The topic goes on top of the umbrella, and that everything that has to do with it, correlates it, anything goes under it. Seem fair? You a hater.
I'm not a
Seem
hater.
fair, engineer? Thank you.
No, because it's almost like, you know, when like you were in English class, right? And you have to do the essay. You write
The circle and then you
circle.
do all the
It's called a
stemming.
bubble
Yeah.
map. I'm doing the umbrella.
It's pretty much that. That's true.
Yeah.
Explain.
You know, yeah, I like how you did that. So
Okay.
now, this is the umbrella. Mental health. Let's get it. What are you suffering? I feel like
Are we here to diagnose?
No, we feel
Yo, bro.
What are your symptoms?
What are you going through at this very moment, sir?
Yeah, and
I'm not going through nothing. Look, bro, I'm not going through nothing. We are only talking about where I got this, okay?
Okay.
I got this.
Oh.
You just tell me under the umbrella.
That's not under the
Make the
umbrella.
bonded umbrella, huh?
No, we can't do that. That's gonna take up too much time and too much space on the phone with your big ass. Now, let's try this again. Are you going through anything right now, sir? Anything?
No, I'm not.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Bring this awkward ass silence out of me.
Yeah, I was.
Turn my head this way, because this man can't answer nothing. So my question is, when would you say you have mental issues? Like, what are the signs?
That's a broad, like, thing. Umbrella.
All
Yeah.
right.
So I think, like, if we're talking mental illness, like schizophrenia or bipolar, those are very like a manic episode, or hearing voices or seeing things that's not there. But if we're talking other things like anxiety and depression, anxiety and panic can look like, not sleeping, not eating, overthinking, the inability to get your tasks done, and depression looks like the exact opposite of that.
That's why Amir had these big lumps on his head, because he's always overthinking.
So, Amir, you got a little
Look, this one right
anxiety
here.
in those lumps
Look.
in your.
Look, he got this little dent in his pocket. You can hide a quarter in there.
I got my head busted open by a dog when I was
Oh.
like 13, and it's a permanent scar here because I didn't need stitches. That's number one. But what were you
I
going
would-
to
That
ask me?
sounds traumatic.
That's what he suffers from.
It wasn't even. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It didn't even hurt. Surprisingly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was alright. What was you gonna ask me before? Devanisha rudely interrupted.
I don't remember.
Oh, see, look.
Sorry.
My God.
We were talking about what mental illness looks like. Well, it can differ between men and women too. So you want to pay attention to that. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think in men it can start anywhere in like your early 20s. You can start to see those signs, and then for women it's a little younger than that, like in our teens. So
I feel like everyday activities that goes bad or something can mess with your mental, right?
yeah, like what?
Okay, let's use him for an example.
Divine,
He's
you're on
short.
the
He's very-
chopping block.
He is the shortest person out of the bunch, and that could be insecurity that could mess with his mental.
I'm not insecure about my height.
So lie for the camera, why don't you? But all right. But is that a good example or what?
I'm not really insecure about my height.
Well, he's not insecure about his height, so
All
it's
right.
not
I walk
affecting him.
around with confidence about my height. If anything, it'll be my weight. If anything, talk about my weight.
Man, you ain't even all that. See, all right. Let me do another example then. Anger issues. What is that? I forgot. What does that fall under? Like what type of mental?
Yeah, like when do it become a problem?
No, like that doesn't fall under like anxiety. Like what does it fall under in that type of sense?
Well, yeah, I think like anger is always associated as being a negative emotion, but it's not. It's a very normal emotion. I think when you start to behave in a way where it's like maladaptive. So if I'm upset and I go outside and start slapping the shit out of people, okay, now we got a problem, But if I'm angry and I journal it, or I talk to my therapist about it, or I call a friend, then I'm dealing with my anger in a healthy way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about keep burying your emotions and keeping them in and not wanting to talk to nobody?
Ooh,
about
that's a good. Do you do that? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Why do you think you do that?
I know I do, because I don't like to talk to nobody because don't nobody care.
He assumed that nobody cares.
Yeah, I was
Like
gonna
you.
say that's an assumption. How do you know people don't care?
Because they don't listen.
How you know people don't listen?
Yeah, that was my
Because
next.
they like to interrupt what I'm talking about and wanting to do other things when I'm sitting here telling you about something from me, not knocking somebody out in the middle of the street. You feel me? You could prevent that if you just listen to me, give me the proper feedback, but no.
If you talking about the time at the strip club when a female walked in, is that
Not a strip club incident.
Are you really talking about the strip
I
club?
don't even like strip clubs. He's a liar.
It's not the strip club.
But no.
No, it wasn't it.
Yeah, they don't see. Let me see how you interrupted me.
No, I thought that's why you was mad about that.
No.
Like, bro, I gave you the 20 right back.
I don't know what you're talking about. But anyways, yeah, something like that.
I don't know anything about strip clubs.
I don't either.
Strippers.
That make me.
Me neither.
See how
I feel like you're lying. But
See, this is the perfect example. I was literally talking, and then he want to talk about strip clubs. That's just why you don't talk to people.
Bro, all right.
So do you hold that standard to everybody? Do you naturally assume no one's gonna listen when you talk?
Nobody listens to me overall, anyway. You want to know the craziest thing about that is people come to me to vent, right? Mm-hmm. I give them advice, and they still don't listen until like the third, fourth time. And it's like it's too late. You already done fell 3 times and broke a broken knee. Now you want to listen to me.
Well, I think that's just, we're humans. People are gonna do what they want to do regardless.
There's actually something about advice. I forgot what it was, though.
Yeah, you just smacked your lips when I said that. So what you gonna say?
No, it's funny though. It's a comment about advice. Like, you can always give out advice, but nobody's gonna really take it. At the end of the day, are you gonna take your own advice?
I sure do.
Okay, so you should take them. Somebody else gonna take them.
All right, but why do they come crying to me about the same thing?
Because maybe it's just a comfort they have at that time. Maybe they just want to feel a comfort of somebody listening, but they don't really want advice.
Okay, and then somebody that don't tell their business and this and that. Okay, I get it. Understandable. That actually makes sense. You finally helped me. That's my dog. That's what I'm talking about. He finally listens to me. That's right. Cool. All right, what else? Venting, holding emotions, anger issues.
We were talking about burying your emotions,
Bearing my emotions.
That's what you do a
not
lot.
expressing yourself.
Because I feel as men, we were taught to be masculine. Not show feelings. Don't wear your heart on your
The best way to paint this picture for a mirror. His life is a big white canvas, right?
sleeve.
And he just grabbed blue and just splashed it, and that's it. He's not expressing himself. You just keeping one straight color, just black.
See,
That's
how,
a good.
That's how I know he don't.
So what does the blue represent?
I
Like
don't-
your one way of expressing yourself, and what is that
That's
one
the
way?
It's that one way because
The one way just.
What's the one way?
I could use any color. I'm just saying. Like,
Oh, okay. That's what I was trying to get. Like,
No.
wait, what are you trying to get at? But all right, I understand you. Boom, just one color. Why not 3?
Because you don't express yourself to people.
And then you will ask me, what is this? And I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just be like, that's my painting. Get it? And brother, you don't get it. See, that's why you don't listen.
See, all he's gonna do is bring this umbrella. Like, it rained last week, not this week. I don't know where he get this
I'm just
umbrella.
misunderstood.
umbrella.
That's all. It's perfectly fine. I'm just misunderstood. That's why I don't. I don't talk to people.
Okay. So what are some things you can do to prevent? Is it possible you can prevent mental issue like mental health?
I don't think so, to be honest. I think people who don't even know that they're suffering, they just write it off as like everyday stressors or, the constant drinking or drugs or sex and all of those things. They're just distractions.
That's deep.
Yeah, so I don't want to say, oh, all of us are suffering. Everybody has a mental illness,
Y'all
but
out there.
at some
That's really
capacity,
Yeah, but
right?
no, that is deep.
We may be having a little bit of anxiety or even depression and not know it.
So okay, so if you say drugs, so when you have a mental issue, what are the drugs doing then? What are they putting to the side? Same thing as sex. Like, what is the sex putting to the side? Is that putting away the feel of being wanted, the attentiveness?
Amir's raising his hand.
Can I answer that?
Oh my gosh! Not this
Go
umbrella.
ahead.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with the umbrella. Well, it could, but I ain't gonna
Okay.
go back to it because you just a hater. Now,
You know we all got a degree in psychology right here.
no, you don't.
I
You're not
do.
finna keep telling people that.
Bro, I
Sorry,
went to
man.
prison and that's how I learned. I got a degree in psychology. Like, it's not like documented. It's just niggas play games in there all the time, mental games. So I had to figure it out. So I have
Okay.
a degree in psychology. I
I feel
really
like that's valid.
All right, I agree. It's valid.
It's valid, yeah.
Now,
do. Niggas will really test you in there.
I'm pretty sure.
Hey, blurb out all the N words I keep saying too. By the way, all right, appreciate you.
Yeah. Now, I feel like in those momentarily nights or situations, or like you go out to put a hold on life, and when you drink and do things, it just make you forget about what you got going on back home for that moment of time until you wake up, boom, snap right back to reality.
Absolutely.
That's why people do drugs. That's why people drink.
Yeah.
So you telling me I got a mental issue because I drunk last week 4 days straight.
I think it's the intention behind it. If I am sad and instead of picking up the phone and calling you and saying, "Hey Sammy, I'm sad," I go drink a bottle of tequila.
Oh, whoa.
You see what my intentions are? My intentions are not to feel sad. I'm not dealing with the emotion. I'm just drowning it in tequila. And then when I wake up in the morning, like Amir said, the sadness is still going to be there.
And tequila, like, that is a mental issue right there. Like this.
Please don't start with me and my tequila, okay?
You feel some type of way because you so like struck on this clear drink.
I'm not drinking
All right,
that
all
over
right,
there,
all right.
no. But if you want to take it a step further and go into like the scientific reason, we have neurotransmitters in our brain. Dopamine is the happy one. Sex gives us dopamine. Having an orgasm gives us dopamine. Alcohol is an upper. So we're feeling down, give me an upper. Crack, cocaine, I don't know. I've never done any of that, but you get what I'm saying. Like there's things in our brain that get activated when we do certain things, so we're constantly searching for the dopamine after a breakup, after a loss, after we fail a class or get fired from a job,
Did you say sex? Sex is the way to balance out the emotions and getting away from
Yeah, sex releases all the good neurotransmitters, serotonin and dopamine. Okay, good.
I got it. Look, this is from experience that I know by itself. I personally know somebody, my ex. So we dated, and right after she broke up with me, I guess she just messed around with her best friend, right? So I can see what she said when you lose somebody or you feel hurt, you run to that, and sex is a form of an outlet. It's filling that void of being alone, that void of you feeling wanted or unwanted. I'm sorry, unwanted, right?
That's a female thing, or that's just overall?
It's not a female
it can be
thing.
both sides. It can be both sides.
You learn something every day. I'm just asking. I never heard that one before.
Yeah,
It makes sense though.
I don't think it's a female thing. I think maybe men do it unconsciously. You're not saying out loud that you're doing it, but you're jumping bed to bed to bed. Then what are you chasing there? A dopamine rush. Somebody made you feel lonely. Somebody made you feel unwanted. Someone hurt your feelings. Okay.
That means he got mother issues. That means his mother wasn't there when he was growing up.
Ooh.
What you talking about, me?
No.
Oh, I thought you pointed
I
at
was
me.
like,
No, because you know how I would tell girls you got daddy issues, meaning your dad wasn't around. So the form of saying a man has, you can't say daddy issues. You get what I'm saying?
a man can have daddy issues.
Actually, that's a common form of the world. That ain't no issue. That's just the way of life. A lot of people's dads wasn't there, so.
Where do you think that leaves us as adults if we had like that absent parent?
Depending on who you are, that could lead you in a good way or a bad way. You could create a mental health issue, or a person could take that and be the person that their father wasn't.
Yeah, we were just discussing this, right? Like our attachments, right? So I don't have daddy issues. I got mama issues, right? So, and in therapy this last year, just throughout my life, I've realized long time ago, her abandonment to me, her choice to leave me is exactly why I go towards emotionally unavailable people to date. And then my friends are all very dominant, strong women who make choices for me. But because she was absent, she made the choice to leave. So I know my attachment style is very insecure. I have an anxious, insecure attachment style to people and in my intimate relationships as well. So if you want to take it all the way back, you can take it all the way back to your childhood trauma.
I should have brought my shovel today, because I'm digging up some stuff.
That was deep. And then you don't even know what somebody going through until you ask them, or if they tell you. That was deep.
Well, yeah, no one probably would have ever known that just looking at me.
For sure.
I had a really good question, but I'm trying to put it together. How the question was. It pertains to men and mental, of course, mental issues. Dang.
I think I know what it was.
What is it?
I think it has something to do with me saying how we don't vent or how we don't talk to nobody.
Yes, yeah, it's something similar to that, or is it main so? It pretty much is. It's following the umbrella.
That's all I'm saying. I'm turning that. Yeah.
His umbrella of how. For example, do you think a woman will be more upcoming saying that she has mental issues before a male would?
Of course.
Yeah, I think.
Why is that?
The way of the world, Jack.
Well, I'm not a man, so I can tell you my objective opinion about it is that I think.
Well, we can't ask a man because he ain't a man.
Oh,
Ooh.
sorry.
Oh, you was here.
That was a good one. All right. Don't worry about it.
Thought you gonna say yeah, mammy. Oh man.
Oh, what was I saying? Oh, my objective opinion about it. I think society holds men to a different standard than women, and I think even if we were to take it back to like our roots and the way that men are propped up in these positions to be head of household and strong and fearless, and so I think that has just been generations of that, and then here we are with this generation of men who don't know how to ask for help or won't, or don't know how to express when they're feeling sad or lost or overwhelmed.
That's my problem. But it comes with me and my occupation. Like, other than me voicing how when I understand I'm a barber, there's gonna be people that just hits me up and get straight to the point. Like, yo, can I get a haircut? 6 o'clock in the morning. Not a good morning. How are you doing? This and that. And to me, I feel used.
Yeah.
So that can give me a little issue or making me feel some type of way. So
do you ever say that?
No.
Do you ever be like,
no, but that's the crazy thing.
can I get a good morning?
No. So watch this. I did vent and I expressed that. People saw that. 2 days later, it's the same thing. Yo, can I get a haircut? It's the same thing.
I know what you can do. Slap their ass.
Oh
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I feel like we've had this conversation before, you and I, about setting a boundary, right? So I feel like what you did was set a boundary. Can you do this before you ask me for something? And then when people don't do it, it essentially makes you feel let down, But also I think it's just our ability to know that people don't care. The boundaries that we set, it's for us, and it's for us to stand strong in them and know, okay, I set this boundary, and if he keeps breaking my boundaries, then what? I'm not gonna cut your hair.
They don't care.
Find somebody else if you can't respect my boundaries,
Does that fall in your umbrella?
You damn right it does. Hello.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's deep, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is hard for men to say out loud what they're feeling. I can't speak to why, except for like the generational curses of our families and the system that's rigged against us. It's maybe it's just vulnerability. No one wants to appear soft.
Yeah, everybody's killers.
Not
Everybody's
killers, dang.
Everybody is hard and tough and grrr. Can't nobody. Ugh.
But
If
even
you
as a
cry,
woman,
it's a
it's
punk.
hard, right? To say out loud, like, hey, I'm really struggling right now and I need help. I feel like I've had to learn how to do that in this past year, is reach out when I was really suffering and be like, I can't do this by myself, instead of sitting by myself at home. So.
I can say with that, with situations I know of, if a woman was to, confide in her friend, and her friend, they're not friends no more, then that friend that she confide in go and run and tell her business. Women are weird in a way. So I can see where that.
I don't think she was her real friend from the start.
Yeah.
That's how she acted after the fact.
And then they say that, and then it just all continues in a cycle. I don't know that. I understand that though.
Yeah.
That's kind of strange, but yeah, I get it.
But you guys, why do you feel like it's hard to express? Or do you feel comfortable expressing when you feel sad or upset?
To the ones I trust, because I really don't trust nobody, but the ones I do, yeah, I'll say a little stuff here and there.
You actually have like a little venting people you can vent to?
I'll probably tell you
Besides your wife.
I'll tell you something here and there, whatnot, But look, that's the thing about it. It ain't that many things in the world that really just affect me to have me just in depression. I don't be depressed or just so down and out and sad. Like, I'm more angry than I'm sad, if that makes sense.
But if you're always angry, that's a part of your mental issue as well.
And I asked her, what does
Yeah.
that fall under? And I didn't get an answer, so I'm not
Well,
suffering.
because look,
Maybe
there's
it's
no.
the way how you said it. It's all about how you worded it.
No,
bro.
I said it good.
No.
Well, I was
Talk.
saying emotion. I mean, anger is an emotion. I can't, off the top of my mind,
Yeah,
mind you,
I forgot
I've been drinking tequila, but I can't from the top of my mind think of like a very specific diagnosis that has to do, or like explosive anger disorder or something like that. I have to check my book about that. But
I'm not always angry. I'm saying I'm more angry than I'm sad.
yeah. But how do you
always
feel like your
Yeah.
anger impacts your life? Negative, or are you able to express it in a positive manner?
I'm gonna keep it G with you. I would like to express it in a negative manner because I feel like people like to play with you, and sometimes people don't understand you until you got to get violent with them. But I hate it. But
call that
it is
respect
what
my
it is.
gangster.
It is what it is. But other than that, I'm not really emotional, damaged, mental person. I know how to keep it intact, and I know how to make it make sense and just mellow and be smooth. Take a couple deep breaths and brush it off. I listen to music when I go through something.
When you're angry?
Yeah, music is the best medicine ever. So yeah, I listen to music when I'm angry. It does me right. It does me excellent.
I want to know what makes you angry. Is it
Um,
little things? Is it big things?
now it's little things. It used to be big things. Now it's little things, and that's what I don't like.
Like what? Someone cutting you off in traffic?
But you know the thing.
Oh, that was one. You see? That one really is.
You just hit a button.
But the thing about it is, it's always old people that I be feeling bad after. Cause I be like, man, what the? And it be old people. I be like, oh my goodness, Lord Jesus. These people do not need to drive after 70 years old. Like they just be so.
No, I
fragile.
agree with that.
Man, what are
I
y'all
agree with
doing? What?
I'm
What I say?
nothing.
Oh, all right.
Nothing. I'm supposed to be attentive while you talk.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you do that. Now. Yes. Oh,
Won't
people
do that
drive.
shit again.
I was playing.
I promise you I ain't gonna do
Yeah,
that.
just little things, and then life experiences. Back when I was young, I just be thinking about stuff I don't need to be thinking about, and it just be, yeah, it just,
So like unprocessed.
it's a whole
Stuff.
variety of things that just be checking off in my mind. Like, yeah, remember this happened, and you didn't do nothing about it, you didn't beat this person up, and it's just like, oh man.
You're like, remember this person called you out your name. You let that shit slide.
And I be feeling like I'm crazy. I be feeling like I'm crazy in the head because I be thinking about stuff like it happened at high school. Like, why am I sitting here thinking about this? Like, because I just seen that person and they all, hey, Amir, like, nah, remember when you,
Oh, you giving out passes.
Those sound like intrusive
See?
thoughts. Yeah.
You right around giving out passes.
not
Okay.
anymore.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Nah,
Lie
it's a lot
again.
of people passing away that I know. It's a lot of things.
Here,
No, yeah, that's heavy. That's
if you
heavy
that means
stuff.
you're giving out passes. You turn it down. See. Got him. Yep. You giving, see
Don't do
passes.
it, don't
Giving
do
out passes.
That's true. But yeah, just a little prime little example of whatnot.
But do you feel like it's something you need to process? Like, is this something you like to
That-
work through?
That's the thing. It ain't. Again, when I told you it ain't nothing that really gets me, it's like, I guess it's all in my head or something. Like,
But it sounds like there is things that get you.
so that don't. Does that fall under the umbrella with the hereditary?
It is definitely on your umbrella.
Okay.
Mhm.
Amir try to
It sounds
walk
like
around. Amir
unprocessed
try to walk around.
trauma.
What Amir walks around listening to in his head is that Nelly song that is all in my head.
I think about it
Over
over and
and
over
over
again.
Oh, y'all in cahoots.
Oh, I'm a Nelly fan. I'm a sing
Wait.
anytime Nelly comes
Oh, I
on.
really talked to me.
Oh, absolutely.
Why?
And it hurts so bad. Look at that. But now.
You know the lyrics though.
That's understandable. Yeah, that's a classic. But no, that makes sense though. Yeah, but other than that, I promise you, I'm here. I'm more positive, I'm negative, and I'm more happy than I'm sad and angry for sure.
But somewhere in the middle of that is all your anger, unprocessed anger.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff I don't really talk about, so just processes and it just lingers and whatnot.
Yeah, so it's unprocessed.
If that makes sense, it makes sense, right? Does it make sense? Definition. The umbrella.
I'm not even.
Your anger, yes, is under the umbrella.
Yeah, most,
Alright.
yeah,
Absolutely.
most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's just figuring out a way to process and cope with that in a healthy way.
Yeah, I tell everybody any day, like, when they go through something, you just gotta find something to balance the emotions. That it could be music, talk to somebody, you go watch a funny movie, anything. Just balance out the emotions and take one day at a time.
Blurt this out, or take some mushrooms.
No. Do not.
Didn't
do
we
that.
just say drugs
No.
and all of that is just a distraction?
We're not doing that.
No distraction.
We not do.
Okay, again, it's your intentions behind it. So if Amir is angry and he go pop some mushrooms, he's not dealing with this
Pop
anger.
some mushrooms.
I don't know what you do with them.
I don't eat.
I've never taken a mushroom.
I never took a vegetable.
Oh, you eat them? Okay,
I said
whatever.
a vegetable.
I'm not
No, it's a psychedelic.
Oh no, I was being funny.
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing none of that. Like what? I eat some food. I ain't doing nothing like
Well,
that.
I'll tell you guys this. This mushroom makes me want to give you guys a big hug.
Oh, no.
No.
Y'all want to give me a hug?
No.
That's fucked
You
up.
can do that when you sober. What's wrong with you? Nah. Yeah.
Right. Would you hug us if you were sober?
No, he wouldn't.
Hell fuck no. I don't
Exactly.
like young niggas like that.
I don't like you
I
either.
thought we were.
Fat man. Now
Who's fat?
you.
You speak Chinese. My name ain't you.
I ain't showing y'all. Anyways, and back with the drugs.
No.
This is the drug right here. This is people's number one go-to.
Mm-hmm.
Or number two, because weed is technically, they say weed is a drug, but I don't think it's a drug. I think it's a herb, and a lot of people need it to balance out their.
So why don't you smoke it?
Because everything ain't for everybody. I'm good.
Yeah, it doesn't go well with my system either.
Yeah.
I take CBD.
That's
that-
nothing.
Oh no, they ain't got no THC in it, right?
That's nothing.
It has no THC, but
That
it
was
works for
nothing.
me.
So what do it do for you?
Well, I am a
Nothing.
naturally anxious person. When I take CBD, I have no intrusive thoughts and I have no worries, and it helps my mood.
Sounds like some mushroom.
No, it don't.
No, it's not. I'm not high.
I'm not high.
I'm not on a psychedelic trip.
I'm not either. I think.
You think?
I'm really not.
Oh my lord.
I think.
Oh, that's different though. I ain't never heard anybody just. I want some CBD. You know.
Oh, I take it in drops and pills, smoke it. Any way that I can get it, I fucking take it.
Whoa.
Because clearly I'm stressed
Wow.
all the time.
no.
Wait, so does it help you?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does.
In every which way possible. It sounds like it do.
No, honestly, I'm not lying to you. I take it when I'm under high stress things, or sometimes I take it every day just to get through the day because I don't want to feel anxious.
Do it help you with your homework too?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't like to take anything when I'm doing homework. I need to be 100% myself so I can focus. Because grad school is no joke.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't doing that. But in other words, that's cool. That's good. See, she found something to balance out the emotions. You know?
Also, yoga, journaling. I've been in therapy for over a year now. So I found healthy outlets.
What are other healthy outlets?
Yeah, like daily activities that could keep your sanity intact.
Meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So I specifically do this meditation, and it's RAIN. So the R stands for recognize, the A stands for allow, I investigate, N is nurture.
I thought you were saying in some nigga.
Oh my God. No, that's smooth. I like that.
So yes, that one is a guided meditation, and it's when you're feeling a very specific feeling, you sit through and you go through all of it. So for me, when I feel a lot of sadness, for instance, I go through it all, and I do this every day. Sometimes I do it on my way to work, and I go through the steps, and I'm like, okay, recognize my feeling. What is it? Sadness. Investigate. Where is it coming from? Oh, whatever is going on in my life, or if I miss someone, and then what was next? Investigating again.
I can tell you what the N means. I know.
Oh no, we skipped allow. So allow to me is the best one, because I think we run away from the things that we feel because if we don't feel good. Nobody wants to sit in sadness or loneliness or being overwhelmed. So we run away from it. So when you allow it, you sit in it. You lean right into the way that is making you feel.
Being by yourself, going out to eat by yourself, and doing things by yourself is very, very common. I would recommend anybody to go somewhere, go sit down, eat by yourself. You are going to feel good. I do it all the time.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you many reasons
Hey,
why
well.
you need to do everything by yourself.
Why?
People slow you down. People slow you down. People slow you down. And people slow you down.
Mm-hmm.
And people can bring negativity around you and still slow you down.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Did I mention they slow you down?
They slow. Damn. And I like to be on my time. And I
Like,
people's
what
time.
was the song that I'm going down? That, remember that?
Yeah.
They slowing you down.
Yeah.
Really, really
You
down.
off beat. All right, back to what she was talking about.
I can't hit that note though. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
I want you to disrespecting the classic. And you was on the last letter to end. Because you skipped A. You went
We
to
did
I.
allow, right? We did investigate, and then nurture the feeling is just to validate it.
Mhm,
So tell yourself, whether you got to say it out loud or write it down or whatever, you can tell yourself exactly what I'm feeling is valid because I've been through something hard, right? Or I've experienced this loss, or I got fired, or someone broke up with me. Our feelings are valid.
Right.
I have an umbrella concept. Right?
Okay.
Oh, man.
So we're talking about mental, right? Call me crazy, but does words of affirmation, does that help in your mental? Because okay, say there's a certain person that is he or she they're going through it mentally, right? Mm-hmm. But you know their affirmations, what helps them, so you can use that to help them in a better way.
Yeah, I think so. Right? Our words of affirmation.
You know,
You did not have to bring my umbrella into that. First of all.
It's almost like it though when you think about it.
No, yeah, that's a coping strategy,
That ain't no,
right?
That's a pogo stick.
No,
No,
no, like for example, what? Say
No, I got what you were saying.
all right, cool.
For
So
sure,
I'm
for
gonna
sure.
explain it.
Right,
So
yeah,
if someone called you and said something nice to you, do you think that would help get you out of your funk if you were having a bad day?
Yeah, and then like just like how if my affirmation one of them is active service, right? Somebody
Oh, your
like-
love language.
Well, you know what I meant.
Oh no, yeah. No, she got it.
No,
that
that's
can
right.
fall under their umbrella.
No.
Right there. Love language.
So okay, maybe I was saying it wrong then.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
but
really would.
but for example, if acts of kindness is one of mine, it's and that person says that I'm down, they can do something that would cheer me up, and I can be like, hey, I booked you a massage service or something. Hopefully that can make you feel better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Acts of
I
kindness.
mean, would that make you feel better? If someone did that for you?
I mean, yeah. It means it's a thought. It's a thought that counts. So that makes me feel like, okay, somebody's thinking about me.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah.
But you're not kind. You could use the bad example for that.
I'm just giving a umbrella example.
The
Okay?
umbrella's not working. It's a pogo stick, so you need to bounce your ass that way. But no, that is a good example. I get exactly what you said, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can also give yourself words of affirmation too. Y'all don't like.
Oh
write
yeah, I am a
quotes
king.
and-
I am him. I will.
I have those. I actually have
Yes,
stuff like that
succeed.
tattooed on me.
Oh,
What you got?
perfect.
On my right knee it says "Young King, stay focused."
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then on my left leg it says "Never let go."
I like that.
So whatever it is, you just never let go of that focus.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think when it comes to our mental health, we should realize that we're the ones in charge of it. So it's our responsibility to deal with the unhealed trauma and process it. So we're not passing it along to our children, and we're not getting into relationships unhealed and fucking somebody else up because we got unhealed crap, So I think it's our responsibility to find what works and what's healthy, and practice that.
That's right.
And don't be afraid to say out loud, I'm struggling. I don't care how much time has went by or something happened when you were 5.
Why?
You know?
I don't mean to cut you off, but why do you feel like people are scared to ask for help?
Can I answer that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because they hold it over your head and they think, I don't like to owe nobody. The only people that I owe is for the student loans when I'm to college. So that's neither here nor there. Other than that, I don't know. And as men, we gotta make it make sense some way, somehow. We gotta do for us. We can't just, I need help and this and that and that and that. Like I said, people hold it over your head. And ain't nobody gonna downplay me, look at me like I'm less than, or any type of way of that matter.
Well, I think that's it right now. If we admit that we have a problem or need help, then automatically that makes me less than. Automatically, or so we think. That's our perception. My therapist likes to call it mind reading. She always tells me all the time, don't mind read. You don't know what somebody else is thinking. Those are just your assumptions based on your trauma response.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Mm-hmm. She hit it right on the nose.
Yeah. But I still think
You got something to
it's
add?
hard to say out loud that because we don't want to be embarrassed or feel ashamed or feel less than or like we're weak. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm. Especially from a man's perspective.
Yeah, probably more so from a man's perspective.
Well, I forgot what I was about to say. I think that just really creeped up on me.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm about to go sleep after this.
Yeah, you do that.
Nah, but we gotta wrap up the show. This is the D&D podcast. This is the guest star.
Yeah,
And we got.
this time already? We didn't feel like we just did. That was fast.
I don't even gonna lie to you. I didn't even want to end it, but we have to.
Man, I'm sorry they ain't doing nothing. But all right, yeah, we gotta end it like he said, or whatever the case may be. We'll be back. We won't be too far. And I hope y'all got some out of this because, yeah, we need to practice these good antics. We gotta take it one day at a time. It ain't gonna rain forever. The sun will come out, and we gonna make it away and take it one day at a time. Is that good for you, big dog?
Yeah.
You're looking confused, like I said something wrong.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't know how many times I'm gonna tell you, but busted right there.
All right, cut. We appreciate y'all. Love you. We out of here. Cut it off.
Oh my goodness. Man.
Crazy.
Oh.
This nigga with these little is feeling right now. Oh my lord. And I don't know nobody that just, hey, you gotta have. Oh, she got off so